Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Mines, and it's under the command of StuInTokyo. And I guess Stu must be from Canada, because that's a maple leaf on the side of the turret.
Time to roll out.
Game on! Well, it's a 203mm 8-inch howitzer, and it's capable of doing 900 alpha, 52mm of pen, 10.5 meters on the burst radius, and between 12.5 and 28 seconds of stun. Now, games on Mines tend to start with a rush for the enemy to get into the hill as quickly as possible. Looks like one of our tanks, a Fat Jack, managed to get in there first, and we're still waiting to load. But that leopard sitting by the entrance, oh, well, he got punished for doing that. 400 hit points with the first shot. Unfortunately, up on the hill, we can see our back chat. Oh, when he was fighting it out with a TVP T5051, the leopard turned round, went into the grounds and took him out. So 2-on-1 there, multi-level engagement. Still, that TVP is very badly damaged. I think he was thinking there for a moment about getting a shot, but he can certainly fire at this leopard. Did it settle? Fires one in. Now, the standard reload for this RT is 40.27 seconds, but we can see that Stu has got a reload of 33.81. So he has knocked a few seconds off, 7 seconds, or thereabouts. This RT was designed in the early 50s, prototyped by 1952, and they built them during 1952 to 1960. Okay, he's got plenty of targets. The other side of the centerline rock. Type 68 fires in, gets a direct hit. 344 hit points off the Type 68, and he got a critical hit on the M103 at the same time. Now, the enemy RT in this game is the GW Tiger, but it appears he got spotted early on in the game whilst we were focused on the hill, so we don't need to worry about counter battery because he's gone. All we need to worry about is being spotted by the enemy tanks that are in the hill. Okay, going for the Viz-55, leap the target. Oh, that was unlucky. The shell went to the left and hit the wall. Sometimes it's good practice just to keep doing what you would do if there was an enemy RT in the game. It's also possible that your team won't actually, you won't know that you've actually killed the enemy RT, so you don't realise that you're no longer under threat. But it's still good practice to keep relocating after a shot, just in case on these maps, just in case the enemy works out where you are and starts shooting at you. Of course, he knows now that he won't get hit by the Arty. See, the TVP's trying to make good use of the hill. He's popping out on either side. Oh, there's the TVP. Okay, well, the Viz-55 on our team requested fire on that TVP. Rounds out. Oh, yes! First kill. That one hit the rear of the TVP, which is very light armor on the rear, so he definitely whacked the guy. We've got a Panzerkampfwagen 7 there. That's the Panzer 7 rear-mounted turret. Very strong armor. He's pushing our guys back, even though he's the only tank up at the center line at the moment. Viz-55 rounds out. Direct hit! There are a few different firing positions you can use on this map. It's possible to actually use positions over to the west of the rear on the K-line. Of course, for firing into the castle grounds, you're much better off using this corner. For a moment it looked like he was going to fire on the Leopard. He did fire, but it looks like the shell went over the top of the Leopard. That Jagdtiger is just a one-shot now. Of course, when you get two tanks fighting together like this, it's very good to actually fire at them, but when they come together, you get double bubble. Oh, he's going to go for the Jagdtiger. It looks like he's pulling the shot. As he fires, he's actually coming off aim and to see what's actually where the shot's going, and it might actually be deflecting the shot away from where he actually wants it to go. He was aimed straight at that Jagdtiger, only got some splash on him instead of getting the shot directly on target. But he's going to have another chance any second now. If the Jagdtiger hasn't moved, he's looking for it. There's the Viz-55. Not much of a rescue there, so obviously that's a problem, but he's going to go for the Jagdtiger. He's coming into the castle grounds. Rounds out. That's a kill. Second kill for Stu. You can see why the enemy tanks are going to the east side of the hill. It's because we've got a T10 and a TVP T50-51 up in the on the east side of the map. They're both trying to get that guy. He's lined up, but he's waiting for the Viz-55. There we go. Oh, again, the shell's pulled over the top, and he's missed it. I do think that he did get stunned, and he got some stun assist, and now he's got the communications expert working. Of course, you need to get a certain percentage of your vehicle in assist in order to get the communications expert, but it's worth 2.5% on crew skills, so it's definitely worth getting. And finally, that Panzerkampfwagen goes down. Okay, we've got a bit of a red line problem with the Type 68, but if he backs away, he fires the round in. Oh, he gets him. So that's his third kill. There's still that Viz-55. In fact, there's two Viz-55s up on the hill at the moment. One just around the corner where we can't hit because, of course, the castle keep is in the way. And the other one's joined him now as well, so the two of them trying to prevent our guys from going into the castle grounds. And I've noticed there's a convoy over on the west side of the map. He just killed our AMX-30B. And the west side of the map is open. Rounds out. It lands on the beach next to the convoy, but our Heshbon's moving to a position where he might be able to get a shot at that convoy. In the meantime, Stu is trying to get another shot on the Viz-55s. There he is. And we're going to get a shot into his rear. We're only seconds away from shooting. I always think it's funny when we get a kill this way. Lines up, rounds out. Yes, he does pull the view slightly to the left after shooting. And that might be what's pulling the shells to the left as well. He did get that one in, but he only got 291 from the shot. I think he needs to watch out for that because he might be pulling the shells to the left every time he shoots. Instead of getting it on target, it's just going slightly to the left. Or to the right for that matter. We've lost sight of the Viz-55. He's almost loaded. Rounds out. Oh, he got a splash kill and a blind kill at that. The M55 was still there. He correctly guessed that the guy was still in the vicinity, and he's taken him out. That's 4 kills now for Stu. You know, it is possible he could get a top gun. There's only 3 enemies left. We've got 4 on our team. The FV215B is coming down the east side of the map right at this moment, and I think the TVP's got him in his sights. And he has, yes, he's just taken him out. I thought for a second that we could get a kill there. So the enemy's now just got a Heshbon and a Kunstpanzer. It does make it slightly difficult for us to get that top gun, but it's still possible. We just don't know where the Kunstpanzer is. That's the problem. He was last seen in Grid Square C4, but he's not there anymore. In fact, he's in the castle grounds, and there's the Heshbon right to the back of the map. We get a kill. Rounds out. Well, we got some splash. The Kunstpanzer's fighting it out with our TVP. Of course, the Kunstpanzer's a tier 9 and the TVP's a tier 10 medium, but the TVP's more of an assassin tank, relies on being able to get through quick shots, whereas the Kunstpanzer, well, he's got a little better armor, and I'm wondering if our TVP's on reload. He's not firing, he's running away. We fire. Oh, we've got some damage, but not enough to take out the Kunz. So it's now 3 versus 2. There's a possibility the Kunstpanzer is going to go up to the gate here and try and see where our guys are so he can shoot at them. If he does, we might be able to put a round right up his rear. T10's near the south side of the hill, so he's going to proxy spot. The Heshbon's moving up the left side of the hill area. There's the Kunstpanzer. Okay, he's definitely got a possible shot if he moves in that direction. He's moving. Oh, we got him. That's 5. It looked like it was a splash kill. It didn't sound like it actually did. But we now know where the Heshbon is. He suddenly found our Heshbon. I think at this point in the game, it might actually be easier for him to be further away rather than closer. But, oh, we lost the Heshbon. So now it's 2 versus 1. He's loaded. He's ready to go, and the Heshbon is running away. Now we're going to get spotted. Let it settle, let it dial in. Almost, oh, he fired. It was a bit snap, but it certainly did a lot of damage. 335 makes him a one shot for the T10, and also for us, if we can get the shell close. Now we have to watch out, because if the Heshbon gets a shot at us, he can wipe us out with 1 round. He can't do the same to the T10, and he did spot us, but... and we're loaded! Okay. There we go. Oh! It went to the left again! Well, he's stunned. He's on only 44 hit points. The T10's got enough to survive, and we're into the last minute of the game. He's going around the rock. He keeps doing circuits of the rock. This is hilarious. Oh, the T10 gets him. We miss out on the Top Gun, but what a great game. I had the feeling for a moment that Stu saw the FB4005 making another circuit of that rock and thought to himself, yeah, I could get a Top Gun this way. And unfortunately, no, he didn't get the chance to, because the T10 finished the enemy off and Stu only got 5 kills out of it. But he could have actually ended up with a Top Gun if only that shell hadn't shot right over the engine deck into the ground beyond the FV4005, and he survived that one of those attempts to get round the rock. That was an ace tanker game for StuInTokyo in the M53, M55. Not the first time he's had one, he's had them before, but that one was quite funny at the end with the enemy tank doing circuits. We got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he ended up with 5, one short of getting his Top Gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 18 in that one, and his win rate was 3,520, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. When he didn't get the highest damage in the game, that went to the Heshpan on the enemy team. Yeah, the player that we was playing circuits with, he got a high caliber and 8,776 hit points of damage. Second highest damage was the TVP on our team with 7,136. And unfortunately, he got wiped out by the Kunstpanzer. And in third place, rather, I should say, it's the Panzerkampfwagen 7, who was pushing again forward, trying to get to the bottom of the hill, but unfortunately in the end he got wiped out. 5,503 hit points. We can see Stu got 2,765 hit points. He was beaten by 3 members of the enemy team, 3 members of his own team, which meant that he was in 7th place when it came to damage. But when it came to kills, he shared the top spot with the enemy Heshpan. They both got 5 kills apiece. 4 kills went to the TVP T5051 on his own team, and 2 kills went to the IS-7 on his own team, the Vis-55 and the Kunstpanzer on the enemy team. The Kunstpanzer picked up a Leveslaus medal for killing enemy tanks or tank destroyers at least 1 tier higher than his own, so he must have killed a couple of tier 10s to actually get that Leveslaus medal. When it came to base XP, he's in 3rd place. The TVP T5051 got 1,277, the IS-7 got 1,120, and just behind him, 4 experienced points behind, was Stu with 1,116. The 4th place player still got over 1,000. That was the T10, 1,099. So 4 very good players on the team. In fact, 5 if you think the AMX-30B, but unfortunately he got wiped out by the Conway. 20 shots fired in that game, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration and 19 splash. Damage of 2,765, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 5, and he got 450 hit points of stun assist of 15 stuns. On a free-to-play account, rather, he made a profit of 40,042 credits. He also picked up 2,790 experience points out of that game as well. Which one was the one that he penetrated? Well, looking down at the list, I think it might have been, was it the Jagdtiger? No, not the Jagdtiger. Kunstpanzer? No. The Type 68? No. TVP T5051, it must have been the shot that killed him, because he only did 168 hit points of damage, but he did wipe out that TVP at the end of the game, and he did get a penetrating shot. So a very good game there by StuInTokyo. Nice to get an ace tanker. It would have been even nicer if he got the Top Gun, but it just wasn't meant to be. A couple of the shots he took, they were a bit snapped, and I think that's why the shell didn't hit the target as he intended. And maybe that last shot that he actually fired at the FV4005, the one that went over the engine deck, I think if he'd aimed just for the center of the mass, it probably would have, instead of skipping over the engine deck, it would have gone smack into the turret and straight through the turret, because of course it would have been a penetrating shot. The turret has very little armor, but it's just the sheer freak of the shot that it went over the engine deck and missed the target altogether. That's a great pity. But when he saw that guy come around for a third time, was it a fourth time? I can't remember how many times he actually did circuits around that rock. He thought he got a Top Gun, because this time round he would be able to hit him, but the T10 had other ideas. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.